3.
What's the damn deal? It's the real Noriega, John Noriega, and this is mma-is-life, and today we got a dope ninja. He's a special ninja. He's a beast in jiu-jitsu, and he's 10th Planet Austin's MMA head coach, Mr. Cody Hoffstatter. How you doing, ninja?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, awesome. First off, I just want to get to the meat of the motherfucker. And first of all, congratulations on the Coach of the Year award with all the great gyms and coaches in Texas. That says a lot about you, sir. I just had to meet you.
Yeah, thanks. I've watched your interviews with some of my fighters and some of the other local talent, and you're doing good work. So I thought I'd come out and support you and spread the word, spread the message. See if we can get you some more views, get my story out there.
Nice. So, what was it like receiving your Coach of the Year award? Getting the phone call to the day that you got it?
Yeah, it was cool. It was an email, but my buddy John Terry, he's one of the commissioners over, the athletic commissioner over in Arkansas. We've been taking all our guys over there to fight. The majority of our MMA fights, at least for the beginning, were in Arkansas. Only recently have we started being able to fight in Texas. But the athletic commissioner, John Terry, he's also the president of the Martial Arts Hall of Fame.
Awesome.
And we were whooping all their guys and winning a bunch of belts over there. And he was backstage, so he saw the way that I was like coaching my athletes and how I'd warm them up and my rapport with them, how I talked with them, how I prepared, how I carried myself. And I guess he thought I was deserving of an award as a martial artist, and who am I to argue?
I hear that. All right, well, speaking of that, what's it like having a shitload of hungry ninjas, dreaming big, and searching for your guidance in you? I mean,
it's an honor. It's humbling. I take my job very seriously, maybe too seriously, but they come to me because they're in good hands. I take care of my fighters. For those of them that deserve it, I get personally involved in their lives and their fighting career, and I believe that's what it takes to make it to the top. That it's hard to make it to the top alone, and having a big support system and having people who have been there before and help others get there before. It's always good to have, guidance and people in your corner helping you out. Support is huge. So I really try to be the support system to my fighters that I didn't have, so that way they don't make the mistakes that I did.
Nice. Okay, well, game planning for opponents, what's that like? I know everybody has their own different style. How do you go about that?
Yeah, luckily I've had some of the best coaches in the world, and really Greg and Wink really taught me about game planning, being around them, preparing fighters for fights, really seeing how they broke down the strengths and weaknesses of the opponents, how to prepare. Man, a lot of the stuff I do, I just copy from great men and it works, and then it's just kind of like figuring out why it works and trying to do it better. But I've had the best coaches money can buy, and not only did I see their method, but I'm constantly thinking like, why is this working? Like, how can we make it better? And game planning is paramount, especially at the professional level. Not so much at the amateur level, especially the amateurs we've been fighting. They've been real one-dimensional, so it's easy to game plan for them. But now that we're getting more and more pros coming to the gym, it's definitely going to be necessary.
Okay, what coach and what fighter inspired you the most?
Man,
I know it's kind of hard.
more than one coach is, I'd say, is like all the coaches I've learned from, all of my like top coaches, all of my influences. For a long time, I didn't really fly any flag, and I just went from like gym to gym, and I was on a bunch of different teams. Every jiu-jitsu belt I got from a different team. But there's some coaches that they'll always be my friend, they'll always be my coach. I'll always look to them for guidance or companionship. Like at a certain level, like the coach-fighter relationship kind of just transcends a regular gym relationship. And you know, there's so many coaches I've had in my life that are still great friends of mine who I can't wait to see again. I can't wait to have train me again. And without sounding kind of like resentful or cocky, like I look forward to one day coaching against the coaches that coached me. Like, it's my dream to defeat the coaches who taught me everything.
Circle of life.
My dream to come back around and do better and make these guys, make this next generation do better than me.
Awesome. Well, that kind of took my next question. I was going to ask you long-term goals. What are the long-term goals for Cody Hoffstatter? But I think you kind of nailed it right there.
Yeah. We didn't talk about the fighter that inspires me. Two-part question. I would have said to that one, it would have been my fighters.
Wow, okay.
But long-term goals, it's keep doing what I'm doing. It's only getting bigger, faster. What we've created at 10th Planet Austin is growing exponentially. Every day we're getting people moving here. Every day we're getting pros joining our program. We have people moving here because they see the good work that we're doing. They see the results that we're getting. So long-term goal as far as coaching is continue to grow and improve my methods so that I can sustain this growth and continue to churn out champions, maybe even at a faster rate than I am now, but really trying to put people and measures into place to where the team can grow, the team can keep up with the growth, because it's growing really fast. And like I said, I want to make sure that I'm able to grow and necessitate everything I need to do for this growth, help facilitate the growth, and get all the belts, create all the champions. I have some personal long-term goals as well. I just started apprenticing at a tattoo shop. So I'm going to start getting my art up. And man, I want to put Austin on the map. I want to, get a nice house in Austin. I want to get my own gym. I want to lay some roots, and I want, when people think about like MMA, I want people to think like, we gotta go to Austin. We gotta train with Cody. That guy's a champion factory, and I wanna bring honor to my coaches in my city, and I want to make 1 million champions. I want Austin to be the new fight town.
Wow.
We don't got a lot going on here, but we got all the people and we got all the potential, and I see it. I'm a visionary. I can see the potential there, and it won't be long until we have UFC's coming to Austin filled with our fighters.
That's some bullshit. We do get the short end of the stick in that one, San Antonio and Austin.
All the
as far as the UFC, yes.
Yeah. All we got is jiu-jitsu and boxing, and we got good jiu-jitsu and we got good boxing. But MMA in South Texas, man, I used to live in San Antonio. I fought, trained, taught in San Antonio for years, and all of South Texas, man. We have amazing fighters. We have the toughest, most hardworking, grittiest fighters. But they don't have the coaching and the facilities necessary. They don't have the leadership in place to get to that level. And I'm really trying to help bring that leadership. I'm trying to be an example, and I'm trying to surround myself with the other local people, because there's a lot of super talented people, but everyone's kind of on their own or spread out.
Exactly.
And man, it needs to be like Texas versus the world, like San Antonio, Austin. We need to be working together. We need to be working against these Dagestan guys.
We're neighbors, damn it.
Yeah, like we need to be pulling our resources instead of fighting against each other.
Right. Speaking of which, how tight are you guys with 10th Planet San Antonio?
Oh, I love those guys. Great gym, great facility. Ant's an amazing instructor. One of the top guys for jiu-jitsu in San Antonio, and that's saying a lot because there's a lot of really top guys in San Antonio. Great. I can't say enough good things about him. I'd like to come down and train with him more. And anyone who's listening who might be in the San Antonio area who's thinking about training, 10th Planet San Antonio is an amazing facility. Man, and Bibbs, Lon, all the guys over there. It's a big family too. Like they not only do they do a lot of good work and collect a lot of golds, but they have a great vibe over there. Everyone's real cool. It's real close. Sometimes gyms can get cliquey or weird, but everyone there is down for each other, so it's cool. I like that place.
It's good to hear it. All right, I know your gym is full of beasts. We all know that. But can you give us some names? Shoot us some names of any pro AMI fighter to look out for in the near future.
Man, I really don't want to give out single names on my
Right.
team because they're all so good, and I will forget names, and everybody deserves it. But as long as you see me in their corner, as long as they're flying the 10 PATX flag, you know that they're coming to finish. That is not, they're not showing up to fight. That they're not here for a participation trophy. If you know they train with me, if you see me in my corner, we're coming for bodies. We're coming for the finish. We want extravagant highlight finishes. We want to go viral with our finishes. We want everyone around the world to know who we are and what we do here in Austin, here in 10 PATX.
That's some scary shit. All right, last question. I'm a betting man. I go by my alter ego is Tony Gambler. I love to gamble on MMA. Who do you got between next week's Robbie Lawler and Nick Diaz battle? Who should I put my money on?
So my heart says Diaz, but my head says Lawler. I would put my money on Lawler. Part of me thinks Diaz has less damage since he hasn't been active. But we all know how that guy trains. Of course he's taking damage in training. He's with the scrap pack, and ring rust is a thing. So I think Lawler, because he's more active, he's gonna evolve more. I think because he's fighting the younger kids, that his game and his reactions will be a little bit more advanced and up to date than Nate Diaz. So My head says Lawler, but I'm a Diaz fan, so like I want Diaz to win, but heart and head.
Already. It's going to be a toss-up. I just want to thank you for giving a schmuck like myself a few minutes of your time. If you have any shout-outs, anything you want to say, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I look forward to listening to more of your interviews, more of your podcasts. I'll do what I can to support you.
Awesome.
Of course, I need to shout out 10PATX. I got to shout out my gym. I got to my family, all the people who help out there, all the people on the team, my right hand man, Andrew Craig, the dream team. I couldn't co-coach without him, and of course like Curtis, Gabe. Man, we have so many great coaches at that gym. It's no surprise that we're able to put out the level of talent that we are. Yeah, thanks to all the coaches, thanks to my 10PATX family. I'm constantly looking for sponsors to sponsor my MMA team. I have over a dozen active multi-sport athletes on my roster that need sponsorship and need help finding sponsorship. So if anybody listening, or if you or anyone can put myself or any of my fighters onto any local businesses, entrepreneurs, anyone who would like to contribute to the cause. People are watching our team, and like I said, we're growing, and we need to find the right types of people and businesses to join our championship team and enjoy the growth with us. So anybody who's looking, who's watching our team, who wants to be a part of the team, you can reach out to me. My Facebook and my Instagram are just Cody Hoffstatter, no periods or dashes, at Cody Hoffstatter, one word. And it's me, it's my personal accounts. And if you ever want to train with me, I love doing seminars, I love doing private lessons, I love traveling. So I'd love to come down to San Antonio, do some seminars. Just get at me, you know, let's make some champions.
MMA is Life definitely will. Already, well, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.